It was a cold, moonless night when a group of brave souls decided to explore the infamous Harrow Manor. The rumors had always circulated about the place being haunted, but curiosity got the better of them. As they stepped inside, a chilling breeze whispered through the corridors, and strange shadows danced on the walls. The air seemed heavy with a sense of foreboding. The group pressed on, nervously laughing off their fears. But soon, things took a sinister turn. Doors slammed shut on their own, and eerie footsteps echoed from empty rooms. They could feel unseen eyes watching them from the darkness. Every creak and groan sent shivers down their spines. In one room, they found old photographs scattered on the floor. As they examined them, they noticed that the figures in the pictures were staring back at them, their eyes filled with sorrow and despair. Unable to shake off the feeling of being watched, they decided to leave, but the exit seemed to have vanished. Panic set in as they realized they were trapped. The haunting had intensified, and they were at its mercy. As the night wore on, their fear grew stronger. They heard a mournful wail that seemed to resonate through the entire manor. It became clear that something malevolent was lurking within those walls. One by one, the group members vanished without a trace, leaving behind only echoes of their terrified screams. The last survivor managed to escape the manor, forever scarred by the horrors witnessed that night. To this day, Harrow Manor stands abandoned, a place of unspeakable terror. Those who dare to enter its decaying walls are never seen again, as it claims their souls, forever adding to the legion of lost spirits haunting its halls. On a foggy autumn evening, a lone traveler was making his way through a desolate country road. The mist was thick, obscuring his vision, and the only sound he heard was the crunch of leaves beneath his feet. Suddenly, out of the mist, appeared an old, horse-drawn carriage, its wheels creaking ominously. The traveler felt a chill down his spine as he saw the driver, a spectral figure dressed in tattered clothes, with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce his soul. Feeling uneasy, he quickened his pace, but the carriage matched his speed. No matter how fast he walked, the ghostly vehicle stayed right behind him, as if it were chasing him. Terrified, the traveler finally reached a nearby village and sought refuge in a small inn. He shared his harrowing encounter with the innkeeper, who turned pale upon hearing the description of the ghostly carriage. Legend had it that the carriage was a cursed entity doomed to wander the countryside for eternity, seeking lost souls to claim as its own. It was said that those who laid eyes on the driver would meet a tragic end soon after. Unable to rest, the traveler spent a sleepless night, haunted by the thought of the ghostly carriage pursuing him. The next morning, he left the village, but the eerie feeling of being watched never left him. For years afterward, the traveler lived in fear, always glancing over his shoulder, half expecting the ghostly carriage to reappear. Whether it was a figment of his imagination or a real encounter with the supernatural, he could never be sure. Story 3: The Whispering Woods. In the heart of a secluded forest, there lay a place known as the Whispering Woods. Legend had it that the trees in this area were cursed, and those who entered would be tormented by haunting whispers that could drive a person to madness. Despite the warnings, a curious group of friends ventured into the forest one moonlit night. At first, they were captivated by the enchanting beauty of the illuminated foliage, but soon, they began to hear faint, eerie whispers carried on the wind. As they pressed on, the whispers grew louder and more menacing. The friends tried to ignore the voices, but they couldn't escape the feeling of being watched by unseen eyes hidden among the trees. Fear began to grip their hearts, and they quickened their pace to escape the forest's grasp. But the woods seemed to change around them, twisting and turning in on itself, leading them deeper into the darkness. The whispers intensified, each one sounding like a sinister laugh or a chilling warning. One by one, the friends lost their way and separated, their bond weakening under the weight of the cursed woods. As the night wore on, the friends desperately tried to find each other and make their way out. But the more they struggled, the more entangled they became in the labyrinth of trees. In the end, only one of them managed to escape, scarred by the horrors witnessed in the Whispering Woods. They never spoke of that night again, but the echoes of the haunting whispers lingered in their minds, a constant reminder of the malevolent force that dwelled within the heart of the forest.